CFR, good morning. We are Derek and Bridget. Money Mindset here on the CFR Morning Show, where every week we help you to see money as a tool, not just a goal, with our friends at LockShield Partners.
Clark, this whole world that we live in is all digitalized, and it seems like it's more and more so. So that personal information that we give out on a regular basis, that's a hot commodity.
It really is. And unfortunately, as that's happened, as we all know, frauds and scams have skyrocketed. They just continue to get worse and go up in number. And there's a constant barrage every day for millions of people around the world. And one thing that we unfortunately hear of a lot at our office is folks who have been solicited to give their information. And it's very common for scammers or fraudsters to pose as governmental agencies or the sheriff's office or whatever the case may be. And I do think it's important to remember that if there is some true official request for your information, the Social Security Administration, the IRS, all these different agencies, they are not going to call you. They're not going to email you. They're not going to text you. They will send you official documentation in the mail. Same with your bank for the most part. And even once that's received, it's always best to proactively call the bank or the financial institution just to make sure that what you received is legitimate. And it's an annoying extra step to take sometimes, but it's a really good way to protect yourself. And clicking on suspicious links in your email or via text message or about the package that was lost that you never ordered, those are really easy ways that these people gather information and they're able to use it against you in the future.
What would you say is the number one thing to look for when you're buying online or you're putting in sensitive information like your credit card or your social security number to be on the lookout for?
Make sure that you're on a reputable site. First and foremost, it's really common sometimes if you're on a fraudulent site to even see things like misspelling or grammatical errors, because oftentimes that's a foreign individual who's put that together and may not understand English exactly right. But you can also find the padlock, as you've mentioned, Derek. Up in the corner of your screen, you can see typically if it's a reputable site. So make sure that it's one that you have looked for and done some research on, and even just do a Google search to make sure that nobody else has had an issue on that site.
It's good information, Clark. It really is. If you want to find out more about what we're talking about, you can go to ChristianFamilyRadio.com, or you can also go to LockShield.com.